So I noticed my neighbor have not been going to work for a while now. So today I decided to approach her to know why. She said she quit her job because her office had consistently refused to give her permission to participate in a church choir rehearsal. Topic for the day.
Hi guys, hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my channel. If it's your first time coming across the channel, do it to click on the subscribe button down below, turn on bell notification so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So guys, in today's video we are going to be reacting to some tweets we saw online that is just somehow, so we just want to react to it. In case you don't know this man, this is my husband, guys.
Hi
So
everybody.
let's get right into the video.
So what would you rather say or tell this woman in question if she's your neighbor? Let's assume you are the one that tweets these tweets.
Okay.
That you approach your neighbor and she said, hey, sorry, I quit my job because my boss or my job consistently denied me for participating in choir rehearsal. What would you say to her?
For me, I would say this is a funny tweet, guys. It's really funny. For me, I would say if a church will give her a rent and if a church will be giving her money to feed herself, no problem. It's okay. But if the church is not going to provide anything for her, rather than maybe going there to pray. I'm not saying that church is not good. Church is good. Of course, I'm a Christian, but quitting your job just to go for choir rehearsal, my sister.
For me, the only thing I got to tell her in question, bravo. I believe you quit your job simply because you are still living with your parents.
Okay, yeah, that was a good point. Yeah,
That's the only point.
because you know, mommy is going to cook.
Yeah. Because if you live in a Western world, you quit your job.
You're gonna hungry.
There's nothing like landlord. I will pay you next month.
Next
It
month,
is not in existence.
you are going to sleep in the street.
It is not in existence. Landlord, I'm owing you 1 month. See, you cannot be even owing landlord 2 weeks. It's not allowed. So you
sleep
can't
outside.
even imagine yourself quitting a job because you want to please church. Sorry, in quotes, I'm not trying to discriminate that you shouldn't serve God. I'm a Christian, just like she said, she's also a Christian. I'm just putting myself in this lady's shoe. Bro or sis, whoever you are, quitting your job. Sunday is enough.
Yeah, Sundays is
So if you
enough.
so much love Christ or you want to work for church,
Sundays
let
enough.
the church employ you.
Yeah,
You can be a full-time choir and the church will be paying you for it. No
it's
problem.
possible.
But if you are still in upcoming church and you want to make such sacrifice, my sister, you will be a Teresa. And the only thing I'm telling you this because I know some pastors know how to sugarcoat and mislead their members.
Oh, sugar.
Because at the end of the day, the church is feeding the pastor and the pastor is living okay on his own. And if the church is already big, the pastor is living with the church fee and is not paying you for your duty. And you just felt like, I want to. That's how some church mislead some women or some of their workers. 40 years they will decide church. I have decided to serve Christ. And no time pastor will want to encourage them. Sister Ejiro, you have done well. But fine husband, I know so you deserve God. Doing all this thing will not deny.
No, as it is the truth. Some people will be in church, 10 years, like 30 something, 20 something, no, 20 something is okay, 30 something, 40 something. And the pastor will not find a day or few hours to call the girl and tell the girl, you have done well. You have served God with all your heart. I think it's time for you to find a husband. No, the pastor will be telling him, heaven is your goal. Heaven is, and the pastor have wife and kids they are living with at home, but he will tell you heaven is the goal. And you say, yes.
That's why it is always good to select the kind of church you go. If you are going to a church which pastor always needs more of your attention in the church without encouraging, because if you even find a reasonable pastor will not even find a youth in his church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all time in the service without calling this brother.
Like,
what are you doing with your life? Like in between the space, what are you doing? I always know that you are regular. It's good to be regular, but what do you do after service? What's your occupation in life? What do you do? If the pastor is not talking about it and is just so much comfortable within a year, 2 years, you are in that ministry, bro, you have not found the place of worship. You should look for a better place to fellowship. Leaving church does not mean you leave God.
Yes.
You only change church.
People need to understand that leaving church, changing, switching from one church to another does not mean you
You change
change
God.
God. And does not mean you are wicked. Does not mean you are no longer a Christian.
I only change church. I did not change God.
It's not
If the
change
sermon they are
God.
preaching for me there is not suitable, because I don't see this girl, I don't know. Maybe she has other source of income or whatsoever, or maybe she have save enough money to start up or establish her own business whereby she can be her boss to take more time. But she just quit this job to stay home because there's no job, either a Christian job, Muslim job, or pagan job, or whatsoever job out there that will say, no worry, they go choir meeting. You apply for that job because they need you that moment, they will accord to anything you're going to say. Until they employ you, they start restricting you. Sorry, the time to close is 7 o'clock. Because if we allow you to be leaving by 4, you will be making the rest workers to feel like, oh, why is she going? Me too, I'm also a Christian. I have to also go to some practice. So then that business will not flourish. So you have to respect your work. If your boss said, hey, you have to be coming to work regularly, no problem. But if you say it's better for you, you quit, stay home, and look for another job that you felt like, okay, they give you time to the growth.
So moving on.
Okay, I find this tweet and I'm going to read it out. A lady tweeted and she said, stop sleeping with your house girls. Each day you climb that girl, you reduce your wife worth, value, and respect. Bravo. But somebody responded just beneath that tweet. And the person said, listen, everyone, I'm very sorry for this comment, but that is the truth. If a housewife valued herself, she will be valued. But very many of them didn't value themselves at all. For example, what is the meaning of I'm not in the mood in marriage? If Ashawo can tackle 10 men to satisfaction in a day, you have no excuse to get out of the marriage for the househelp that is ready to take over from you. Let no lady come after me because I go shock you. Hmm.
Hmm. Like it's just so funny what some people go online
Hmm.
to say.
Hmm.
Like they will just want to open their mouth wow, like the way this person would normally say. They'll just open their mouth wow, and
Ashawo.
rubbish go just dey throw away from their mouth. You when you first met this woman, let's come from this angle. Where knocking, do those things everywhere, and now she has kids, and maybe she have one or two kids, and maybe not even every day, or maybe you just the way this man is talking, you can easily say it's not every day. Maybe the day you touch her, that day she's tired, she now tell you, I'm tired. So you now compare her with people that are standing on the street. I don't understand. That mouth that you open to compare your wife with people standing on the street, that those ones, if they can do a 10 men, that those ones is their profession. This woman is your wife.
So, Olosho na profession.
They
What do you do
choose
for a
to do
living?
it.
Ashawo for a living.
Yeah,
I'm a
some it's,
profession.
they will say, "Ah, I do cop." So this is your wife.
What is the difference between Okop, Olosho, and Ashawo?
Now the packaging where they're gonna
Okay,
use
na
now,
packaging.
as in there's
So
oh cop.
let me not draw you out of the conversation. For me, I believe the guy is trying to make sense out of nothing.
Rubbish.
Yeah, because I can't just imagine you trying to balance the your your response or your facts with a unreasonable thought like, hey, uh, 10 men, one woman satisfy 10 men. So are you not trying to tell your woman that if you want to sleep with her 10
10
times a
times.
day that she should be ready? Wow. And some men really don't understand that once a woman gets married, that the same drive that you got coming to that marriage is not the same drive that you can keep as time goes on, because there are some activities when you guys were like, okay, let's come together. It was like both of you, no responsibility, you have enough time to do. But This time around, you have to go to work. The woman have a lot of things to take care of the children. Sometimes go to work, cook, and all that. Every day cannot be the same.
How they can
But
be
the
same?
only time I will have two, because I have to respond to the two tweets, because the first one said men should stop climbing their house help. But why would a woman
Mm.
even think of having a house help in the house?
So guys, while editing this video, I realized my mic stopped working. So what I was explaining here is that people bring herself to help them around the house to look after their children, especially those ones that are working. They can't just do everything all by themselves. They need someone to still help them around the house. If not because say we dey Europe, like the house help cost, even me I for need to. I'm not even joking, because sometimes as a mother you just get tired. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll end it up here.